Oh yeah. It's finally here, and I'm gonna make sure you get one. Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's episode 158 and a special one of What's on the Bench Weekly. And if you're not familiar with this show, it's where I take you through the projects that I'm working on and things that are on the bench. That's why it's called What's on the Bench. Hit the like button for the most obvious explanation. We're going to spend an entire episode talking about one thing, and that is this H10 Optic. With the brand new Knight Customs Terra Recon conversion kit. Here it is. What an absolute stunner. James Knight, no stranger to this RC hobby scale world that we're a part of, runs a company called Knight Customs. Originally started with the idea of being able to 3D print objects through a place called Shapeways. He provided the files, they provided the print service, you bought them. What a world that used to be. And it didn't seem like it was all that long ago, but now 3D printing has really become a part of the cultural lexicon. Everybody knows what a 3D printer is, and companies like Bamboo Lab have made it very easy for anybody to get into this hobby. And I used to refer to it mostly as an art form and less of a science. But the printers have gotten very good and very reliable. And I would say it really has gotten to the point that you can call it an appliance. And I'm really excited for what the future of 3D printing is going to look like. In the meantime, we're really at this point in the hobby where if you don't have a 3D printer, it doesn't really matter. There are so many people out there that do, and there are so many ways to get these files printed and delivered. And what James has decided to do is offer this new Terra Recon that you see here. As simple as I can make it, this is a series of files that can either be purchased through knightcustoms.com, or you can actually purchase through authorized dealers the actual printed pieces. And that's pretty exciting. A-Main is going to be carrying these Terra Recon kits ready to go. All you need to do is buy it. They'll ship it to you, you put it on the truck, you paint it, you decide whatever you want to make it your own and customize an H10 Optic. I am really happy with the look of it. Let's pick it up. As you can see, I went with this really nice sort of light gold filament. I think it looks really fantastic. I opted to just print. I was going to paint and detail, but I was like, let's actually exploit the capabilities of the Bamboo Lab H2C, which is their latest printer, and actually print in multiple colors at the same time. And that's what this hood represents. That hood was printed at one time with two different nozzles, resulting in both the Vanquish and the Knight Customs logos emblazoned on the hood. And you do that through the slicer, and there are a few steps involved, and I'll try to explain that for you, but it really does kind of make this thing look pretty unique and definitely my own. I'm really, really happy with the results. It is an excellent printer, and James does a really excellent job of providing the files in such a way that you don't really need to do much thinking about it. To get the best quality prints, orientation is really important, and James does all that heavy lifting in his files for you. The results speak for themselves. I'm really, really impressed. So there you go. That's what it looks like. It's called the Terra Recon, and this is the long wheelbase version. James is offering two different versions of this sort of, we'll call it a 4x4 off-road vehicle inspired look. There's also a shortened wheelbase version, which actually gives you a template for cutting the rear portion of the cage. It keeps all of the strength intact. What it does is shorten the overall chassis quite a bit and actually makes this feel a lot less long. I actually quite like the length. You will have to get different size link lengths to shorten up that wheelbase as well. It is a whole shortened wheelbase vehicle, which is partially why I wanted to keep mine stock like this. I do like the overall length of the H10 Optic. But there's not just a difference in short wheelbase and long wheelbase. He's also offering a ton of different options for both engine bays and hoods and accessories for the roof. I've printed off the roof rack here, which I think is a really nice addition. It does make this truck look quite sporty, which I'm very happy about. And then there's a whole bunch of other options for accessories in the rear. You can have a bunch of fuel tanks, fuel tank off the rear if you like, especially in the short wheelbase version. I opted to print out one of the fuel tanks here to kind of fill up that space a little bit. I think it looks pretty good in there, if I'm honest. Really happy with this. It's such an interesting and unique conversion. The Terrabug was another option that James offered. I really like that one too, and if I have pictures of it, I sold all those panels actually when I knew this was coming. So yeah, this is sort of like a rehash of a rehash. But I'm very pleased with it. I think he did an excellent job. And you'll see here inside, there is a full motor now as well. And also options to add lights as well. So those are functional light buckets. And he is just really knocking it out of the park with all the details. That motor looks fantastic in there. And it really kind of hides all of the stuff that is typically seen inside an H10 Optic. It's pretty amazing. To make that hinge work, I just cut up a paper clip. I'm sure you have one of those at home, if you still know what paper is. But overall, really nice looking conversion. It really does make the Optic look entirely different from how it started. And I, for one, really like this caged off-road truck, 4x4 vehicle, meant for being trail rated. I think it looks fantastic, and it's got that kind of old school kind of flair that I really appreciate. It integrates so well into the existing cage that you really wouldn't know that this is not how it was supposed to come. And if you have a good quality printer that has really low layer height, you'll be surprised at how good this can look with not even doing any paint or sanding work. Typically, you would want to sand these panels to make them really nice and smooth, and that's something that I may do in the future with another iteration of this vehicle. The ones that James did for all the promotional material have been painted and sanded, and they look fantastic as well. But I think what's really great about this and 3D printing and having the option to change out all the panels on an existing vehicle like this is that if you've got one of these, you can make it an entirely different vehicle in not that much time and not that much expense. Especially if you have a 3D printer, it's pretty cheap. Pennies on the dollar, in fact, to get something like this. Along with this smooth hood, there is another option to have a hole in your hood, and that's because there's another option for the motor component to this vehicle as well. James offers a whole supercharged version of this engine, so you'll actually be able to have it poke through the top of the vehicle, which I think is pretty cool. If that's something you're into, that's another option that you can print and customize to make this your own. I should also point out that there is a lot of extra detail work in this vehicle that is maybe not as easy to see, but there's actual like fans, and the whole radiator shroud is in there. And like I said, there are light buckets, so everything is capable of holding an LED light, so you can have some nice looking LEDs on there as well. It's a pretty phenomenal difference. I'm really quite impressed. And if you start getting into the nitty gritty of how you can start using a combination of colors and different filaments, you could do some pretty amazing things. There's a lot more potential here, and I'm just showing you one way of doing it by customizing the hood. You probably noticed that while this kit does also come with an interior, I opted to not use the interior. I'm going to be taking this truck with me to Beat the Creek coming up at the beginning of May. This is going to be my FPV H10 Optic, and I think Josh and I are going to try to do some FPV related challenges while we're there. This is the Iron Quad FPV system. It is phenomenal. It works really well. If you are interested in winning this giveaway for a Terra Recon kit, put a comment down below. Tell me if you'll do the long wheelbase or the short wheelbase and what color you're gonna print it in. Don't say white, just because that's the one that you'll get if you win. That's an instant disqualification. If you don't want to be disqualified from other possible things, you might want to consider joining the channel membership, where we do all kinds of behind the scenes content, tips and tricks, how-tos, travel logs, all kinds of additional content you can't see anywhere else that really does kind of round out the whole Scale Builders Guild experience. There'll be a link down below. Help me thank all of these loyal ding-dongs for being a part of this great tight-knit community. It's really fun to share so much more stuff with you, including my bad days. So I'd like to thank James at Knight Customs for providing this Terra Recon that we can give away, and also for providing me with all the files so I could print my own. It looks super badass, and I cannot wait to take it outside. But I think we're going to save it for Beat the Creek, because I don't want to get it messy before then. I want it to get muddy at the creek bed. I think that's going to do it though. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any additional comments, questions, concerns, pop them down below. You know I love reading through your feedback and I try to answer as many of those comments as I can. Of course, if you enjoyed this video and you like the Terra Recon, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.